These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Geis, his first carry of the game. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, here's Hackenberg. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. To throw, Hackenberg. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Febrezey to punt it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Prescott now on second down. And quick throw here, that's complete. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start on the ground with Geis. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Second down, Hackenberg. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jalen Smith in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. On the handoff, it's Geis. Room to run inside the 40. And down right around the 37. That'll be a gain of 16. And that's going to bring up a third down. And that's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Hackenberg now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Switch and 8. Here we go, 46. 26.
Second down, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Following the interception, here's Hackenberg. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Geis, they'll try to run it. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Hackenberg on second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Oh, look at that.
Look at him turn.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, Elliott. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Here's Prescott. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Tackle made that time by Febrezey.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And finally down at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side, but the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield, otherwise that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, Prescott. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
47. 26.
Now Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd-and-goal situation. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Prescott on 3rd and goal, eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. In for the score. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Out of the gun, Hackenberg. Forced out to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 3rd and short.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and get it with Geis. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out-leveraging the offense.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, what a juke into space. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. A big run that time by Elliott. 61 yards that time on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Prescott. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Geis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis as the first half is winding down. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Wilson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now let's go.
And the blitz does come. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
This one caught by Crowder. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Hackenberg. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Detroit!
On first and 10, Hackenberg. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. A first down throw for Hackenberg. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. 11 more on that one and another first down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
First down, Hackenberg. And this is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. 319. 319.
Hackenberg again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Allen. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Hackenberg now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
From the gun, Hackenberg. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 30 yards there. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the interception by the Redskins indeed leads to a touchdown. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A give to Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go to Elliott again. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Patriot!
Elliott pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Here's Elliott, and an ability to run. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly. but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Watching that, Barney.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, that's Marshall. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. And out now come the Cowboys. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Come on out here. Come get some.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now the backup Boykin, his first throw. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. David Irving in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Dumps it off for Geis. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, 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 gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Oh, surprise. Hackenberg looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And that one results in 35 yards. Now Hackenberg. Dancing to his left. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Redskins, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Dallas, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.